How Much I Love New York by Joanna Gilman Pava, illustrated by Mark Coomer. Guess how much I love New York. Hi, I'm Hudson the Pigeon. I'm full of all kinds of fun facts about the great city of New York. Follow along and learn about some of the awesomest things about the city that never sleeps. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has the Statue of Liberty. You can take a ferry ride to Liberty Island to see the amazing 305-foot statue and stop at the Ellis Island Immigration Museum to see the names of more than 12 million people who immigrated to America through Ellis Island. Inscribed on the Statue of Liberty are the words, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has Times Square. I've never seen so many people and bright city lights, and I love going to see the awesome Broadway shows there too. Did you know that Times Square is one of the world's busiest pedestrian walkways? Over 250,000 people walk through Times Square every day. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has double-decker bus tours that show you some of the best things in the city, like Grand Central Terminal, the busiest train station in the world, as well as Carnegie Hall, Metropolitan Opera House, Radio City Music Hall, the Harbor, the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, the Brooklyn Bridge, the New York Public Library, and the United Nations headquarters. Don't forget to hop off the bus and grab a slice of pizza at one of the 1,500 pizza restaurants in the city. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has 5 awesome boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island, filled with so many different people, cultures, and countries represented in one big, wonderful city. You can even take a walking food tour of the city to see, smell, and taste some of the best things that the people and places of NYC have to offer. The Bronx Zoo is the largest urban wildlife park in America and has over 5,000 animals. Pay what you wish admission on Wednesdays, sea lion and penguin feedings, a bug carousel, and a 6.5-acre Congo gorilla forest. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has Central Park. I love going to the Central Park Zoo in the spring, seeing the symphony and Shakespeare plays on summer nights, renting a boat for a boat ride in the fall, and ice skating there in the winter. It is also fun to rent a bike and ride around to see all of the fun things in the park, like Belvedere Castle, Bow Bridge, and the model boats at Conservatory Water. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has some of the best sports teams in the country. With Major League Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and lacrosse, there's something for all sports fans any time of the year. New York City has more major league teams than any other city in the United States. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is a National Historic Landmark, the most famous office building in the world, and is 1,453 feet and 8 9/16 inches tall. So tall you can see the whole city from its observation towers. It even has its own zip code. At top of the rock at Rockefeller Center, you can also see an awesome view of the city skyline, including the huge Statue of Liberty. Do you love New York this much? No? I love New York more than that because it has Museum Mile and wonderful museums all around the city, like the American Museum of Natural History, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of Modern Art, the Guggenheim Museum, National Museum of Mathematics, and the Children's Museum of Manhattan, just to name a few. The Metropolitan Museum of Art is home to over 1,000 years of art, from mummies to armor to Monet to musical instruments. Do you love New York this much? Yes, I love New York that much because it is awesome and has all this cool stuff, and I think it might be my favorite place ever. The end.